Eileo guys, and welcome back. And in today's little video, it's friendly visits time once again. Now if you're new to the channel, because it's been a little bit of time since I've last done this, basically I go through my friends list, whoever has something interesting or I just happen to click on their name, I go through and kind of critique their astromon. Now this is all for fun. I'm not trying to put anyone down or shame you if you happen to come across this video. This is just me having hopefully a good time with the game. So as we can see here, I am on my Causleo account. I did check prior before this video to make sure that I am at least kind of revolving which accounts that I use, and on my previous video I was on my main account, which is the Ether account here. But let's go ahead and slide over to friends and see what we have working with. So that's just friend requests, not very important here, but just scrolling down here I do see Rai. I do want to click on Rai's name, but I feel like I might have covered Rai in a previous video here, but I don't think I've covered, is it Sosuke 28? Where they are asking, where's my Dark Yuki and Dark Purse? Well, if you need Dark Yuki action, I have plenty on the main account that I could slide over to you if you're willing to trade for something else. But they have a Light Shiva, so let's check him out. He is variant 2, he looks very majestic, and of course he's only obtainable via fusion, so leave that up to your own discretion if you want to do it or not. But it looks like he has a attack trinket up there, which is fine, but if you're not going to enhance it to get the extra resist up there, it's kind of pointless. There's also a glowing trinket, which is only plus 10. Did they run out of gold? And he's also on a crit damage set, aka a ruin set here. So HP gem, a little bit of resist up there, another HP gem with some resist, and then an HP gem. Absolutely no crit rate whatsoever. I mean 7% plus his base, basically no crit rate whatsoever. So very weird type of setup here, but if it works, it works. I just kind of question what exactly is going on with this setup and what is Sosuke 28 trying to accomplish with that, which let me go ahead and write down their name while we are at it. And if you guys want to be added to this or hopefully premiere in a video one day, feel free to send me a friend request, because maybe I should actually delete some friends so I can make some room for you other guys over here. But next up is going to be, I believe it's Griffin. I don't think I've checked you out, at least not for quite a while here, but he's rocking or she is rocking, I don't know the gender, is rocking a Super Ascendant Light Arthur. So let's see right here, he does have some books into him too, and he also has the lovely immunity for his Super Ascension skill. Let's take a look at these gems though. So broken set, he obviously has his ultimate evolution set on, makes sense, but let's see, there's an attack gem with 20.5% crit rate, there's a crit rate gem with 25% resist, and then another attack gem with 24% resist. Yeah, I give that Arthur definitely a very good score. I would say a B plus, maybe even A minus territory compared to the gems I've seen on account reviews. Now it would be spicy if he was on maybe something like triple attack or even crit damage attack, because he is a light mon, but this build is still respectable compared to what other astromon I've seen. So Griffin, you have done a great job with that. And I will go ahead and keep things moving right over here. There's also Zeistech, which I feel like I've covered him before. I know I've covered Nilari, so I'm going to go over here to Abello from Panama, who says GGIZ. What does that mean? I don't know. But he's rocking a lovely light midsummer Horan. So if you're new to the game, she came out basically as a limited time exclusive banner. I do predict that she should be back next summer, but don't quote me on it, because even though it's limited, it's a great way to get revenue for the game. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense right there. But taking a look at the gems, she is triple diamond. Very interesting on the ruin set. At least it looks like the trinkets are enhanced. I'm down with that. So HP gem, a little bit of crit rate, no resist, another HP gem with some resist, and then a defense gem with 27.5% crit rate. I feel like this is honestly just wasted on her, because yeah, her crit rate isn't that super high, but she's not necessarily a very offensive mon to begin with. And at least with Light Shiva, for example, if he was sacrificing some survivability for damage, it makes sense. But in this scenario, it's just a bit of a weird champ here. So, what's your name? Abello. That is definitely a weird champ astromon. I'm not sure what I can tell you to do with that baby girl, but I would probably take her off that ruin set unless you have something spicy hidden for us. And then it looks like we also have the lovely Yiffrey DPS. I do believe I've done a account review of him quite a while ago, but I don't think I've showcased him in the friendly visits, though I could be wrong. But he does have the lovely baby girl, what is it, B? I call her B so I don't slaughter her name, which is I think Belial. I probably pronounced that wrong, but you guys understand who I'm talking about here. It's a fictional name. She doesn't even exist in reality, so she's going to be quite fine. But she is sitting at Evo 2 with her double courageous strike. He has one book into her, and she also has recovery seal. Very weird champ right here, but it looks like she's partially on a purse set, which I do believe gives that extra resist right there, and then also rocking a intuition set. So there's an attack gem with a little bit of crit rate, a little bit of resist, a crit damage gem with 20.5% attack, and then another attack gem. So he's going full on out attack, which makes perfect sense, especially with the addition of the gem of intuition set, which boosts up her innate crit rate. Getting that crit damage attack is obviously going to be the easiest way to do so with that gem set. So I do give her a smiley face rating, which is at least an A in my standards. Obviously if she was Evo 3 that would be better, but you know, you got to work with what you have here. So Yiffrey, you did a great job, man. I'm proud of you. Keep up the great work. Okay, and then next up, do we have Zeistech? Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, probably not, but this dude has a super ascendant Sonic, and his quote is taking ass and kicking names. He has gotten my attention, you guys, absolutely. So let's go and click on Zeistech, his lovely Sonic here with the recovery seal, or recovery down, basically super ascension skill. What is it? Recovery seal, yeah. Same thing, fully booked up Sonic, nothing extravagant there because he is a Nat 4, and obviously his skill books are fairly reasonable to acquire here. But let's see what he has on his Valor set and his pimped out trinkets right here. So there's an attack gem with 14% resist and 17% crit damage. Another attack gem with very little attack, well, very little crit rate, shall I say, and very little attack, actually, let me clarify. And then another attack gem, so triple attack, not very high crit rate or crit damage. I was hoping with him super ascended, I mean, his attack looks fine, but the subs don't really add up with that type of message that you're trying to shout out here, Zeistech. I'm very sus of you now, because if you're going to bring the heat with your SA Sonic, then you better bring the heat. And in this case, I'm going to have to go ahead and give you a B- for that, because that's just false advertising right there. But let me go and keep it moving here. We do have Eileo 23, which says Instagram illusionastic. I'm not going to go to that because I don't even have an Instagram, but hey, I saw your lovely light Indy over here, and let's go and click on that bad boy who is super ascended. With the immunity super ascension skill, he's also fully booked up. Still to this day, my dark enders aren't booked up, which is just a very sad life. But let's see his lovely gem set. So he is on the Arthur gem set to go and boost up his attack, which, okay. I was looking at it, it's 13k. Not as high as, who was it? Oh, not as high as Sonic, but Sonic had Valor, which increases damage or his attack by 20%, so never mind, it buffs out. So there's an attack gem with 14% crit rate, a little bit of crit damage. Another attack gem with 13% crit rate, putting his current attack at 27% without, you know, factoring in his initial, and then, okay, crit rate gem. So a little bit low in the resist department, but he's all about damage, which if they were using him as a wave clearer makes perfect sense to me. So I would definitely give him probably an A- in this category, because the resist could be higher, but you have a decent ruin set that you have something to work with. So Eileo 23, I will give you a very good score, because at least something of interest has been gained in this video. And let's see who else here. Change the world. My final message. Goodbye. And that's Roofgir 2. Interesting. Level 40. Looks like the lovely purse is fully enhanced. So let's go and click on her, because she is also rocking her ultimate evolution. No skill books into her though, so that's already a F in my book. But let's take a look at the gems here. So there's a HP gem, 22% resist, okay. Another HP gem with 14% resist, and then a flat HP gem with not even resist up there whatsoever. So you had me going with the first two gems, and then the last gem just fell flat on its face. Not trying to work myself into the pun, But even if you're rocking a flat gem and I saw some crazy subs up there, I would be like, you know what, understandable, have a great day. In this scenario though, I know you're only level 40, but yeah, that is a yikers. The good news is that hopefully you can change the world by farming out golems and improving that last gem, definitely. So let's keep things moving though. I'm new, let's play. Yesterday 36, level 63. I believe that caption kind of checks out here, you guys. So, Dark Sea Star action. She is the lovely Super Evolution and Super Ascendant 2 with the Fiery Resolve skill. I had that on my Dark Merlin, which was very terrible, but I am unsure of how Smiley Face Gaming that would be on Dark Sea Star, who can hit pretty decent as well. But let's go and take a look at the gems. So, a lovely Conviction set and a nice little array of the trinkets. Got them all matching up like that. They may be OCD and like things a certain way, but she does have a 14k defense stat. That is wonderful. So defense gem, 15% crit rate and 26% resist. Another defense gem with 17% resist, and then 22 basically percent crit rate because it's 21.5, just rounding up. And then another defense gem with a little bit of crit damage and crit rate. So that gem alone is already about 30%. That one right there is basically 22, which we would just argue that it's 52% or whatever. And then you slide in that extra. She should be rocking max resist and basically very, very high crit rate. Like, there's no way that she's below 70 whatsoever, even though he's rocking, you know, triple defense here, which is absolutely incredible because we don't even see her enhancements, and I'm sure that she probably has her crit rate enhancement up there too. But that is a very smiley face Dark Sea Star that you have there yesterday, 36, even though you claim to be new. But once again, those gems don't check out. And then we also have Mignus over here from Attack on Titan with his lovely Fire Arthur, and says Joseph is the best JoJo. I think I gotta disagree. I definitely like Jotaro. I'm sorry to be this type of guy, man, but I think Jotaro is just super hilarious in the way that he does things, especially in the earlier part of the first season that he's in when they're on the airplane. So I'm going to go ahead and have to say that I don't think that's the case, but hey, you made me click on your name, so let's check out your Fire Arthur here. So no books on him, and he's already claiming that Joseph is the best JoJo. Sus. Alright, so there's a Gem of Conviction set, there's an attack gem, 21% crit rate, another attack gem, 14% resist, 6% crit rate. Oh, it's 21% resist, not crit rate. So resist, all kinds of resist, and he's on crit rate, attack. Okay. I mean, he does have the crit rate gem to get some damage out of him too. Okay, this is very, I would say, standard, so I'm going to go ahead and have to give you a B+ with this. Very safe set. Nothing spicy with a headline like that, Mignus, so yeah. Very, very standard, but I am okay with standard because I have seen things, and you guys have seen things that we just don't want to talk about. And to go ahead and end the video here, you guys, I think we're going to go ahead and give it to Sonic San. I was going to say Sonic Fan, who says, so unlucky, rocking a wood Hana. Now, this may not be the most interesting thing in the world here, but if you just, you know, visited the channel and are curious about how your wood Hana should be built, hopefully this is a good example, but don't quote me on it. But she only has books inside of her attack down skill, which is kind of sad because we want that defensive action going on too. And she, of course, is super evoed and on her road to hopefully a super ascension in the future. But she's rocking, what is that, the Gem of Vitality set, which boosts up her recovery. So HP gem, 15% resist, a defense gem with some recovery and 30% resist. Okay. And then another defense gem with 20% attack, weird champ, and then 15% resist. So that's 45 right there. That's already freaking 60. Not even factoring in her base stats. Wow. Yeah, that's a pretty decent Hana. I mean, she could definitely use some more recovery as always here, but that's a good roll into the recovery right there. This gem in itself doesn't have any recovery whatsoever, and this one has flat recovery, but you know, it is what it is. Overall, though, I would say that this is a very decent Hana, and she gets a A- in this category. But overall, you know, things have been definitely very interesting with this visit to the lovely Friendly Visit. So if you guys want to be featured, hopefully in a future video, feel free to send me a friend request on this account, which is called Causleo, or my main account called Either. You should be able to see both of those accounts if you've ever watched any of the other videos, especially especially if you're a newer player. Check those out. You'll see my name definitely in the game, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. But if you enjoyed this one, you guys, feel free to like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe so you don't miss out hopefully on the next friendly visit and more MSL content. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.